everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in GK Today's Academy Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in Academy Android application. So in this app course you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document and also category wise revision ebooks which are optimized for reading on your mobile itself. Apart from it, you are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. Please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay. So now without wasting any further time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 14th and 15th of November 2021. Starting with very first question. Which country has launched a ship named after a gay rights activist, Harvey Milk? So the US Navy has launched a ship named after a gay rights activist who was forced to resign from the service because of his sexuality in the 1950s. And it is one of the 6 new ships to be named after famed US civil rights leaders. And other ships were named after former Chief Justice Earl Warren and slain presidential candidate Robert Kennedy. Okay. Now apart from it, NASA is set to launch a spacecraft to test an experimental method to deflect nearby objects under the DART mission. And DART stands for Double Asteroid Redirection Test. Okay. And this mission is designed to test a kinetic impactor technique to deflect any asteroid or comet that might impact the Earth. Okay. Also, NASA's Earth observing satellite named as Landsat 9 was launched on 27th of September and it is a joint mission between NASA and USGS, that is United States Geological Survey, and the satellite has collected its first light images of Earth, and these images would help to understand climate crisis. Then it would also help in managing agricultural practices and in preserving resources and responding to the natural disasters. Okay. Now apart from all these things, earlier we have seen that NASA has selected a near space telescope proposed to study the recent history of star birth, star death, formation of chemical elements in Milky Way, etc. And this gamma ray telescope called as COSI, which stands for Common Spectrometer and Imager, is set to be launched in the year 2025. So this will basically study gamma rays from radioactive atoms produced when massive stars exploded. Also, it will probe the origin of our galaxy's positrons, or you can say it as anti-electrons. Okay. Question number 2. Which Indian state or union territory launched emergency measures of spraying water using anti-smog water tanks to reduce the air pollution? So the Delhi government started spraying water on roads using anti-smog water tanks, and the DPCC, that is Delhi Pollution Control Committee, announced that air quality index rose to the severe category, measuring 533. Also, government banned 92 construction sites for violating the norms. Okay. Now earlier we have seen that New Delhi has recently hosted the Regional Security Dialogue on Afghanistan, and it was attended by total 7 countries, which are these: Iran, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, then Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan. And it was chaired by our National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. And not only this, recently World Health Organization and UNICEF have jointly launched a massive polio vaccination campaign in Afghanistan, and this will aim to vaccinate over 3 million children in the country. But it is said that the campaign is backed by Taliban, who have given access to previously inaccessible parts of the country. Now, apart from it, in the previous lecture we have seen that Delhi Cabinet has recently approved a budget of 1544 crore rupees under ECRP, that is Emergency COVID-19 Response Package of 2021 to 22. So basically it aims to strengthen the healthcare system in order to be prepared for a possible third wave. And the budget will be spent on enhancing testing and labs, then in procuring supplies, mobilizing human resources, increasing the health facilities in hospitals and managing the COVID care centers. Okay. Question number 3. Wang Yaping is the first astronaut of which country to walk in space? So she became the first Chinese woman to walk in space as her team completed a 6-hour stint outside the Tiangong space station. Tiangong basically means Heavenly Palace, and this is the latest achievement of China after landing a rover on Mars and sending probes to the moon. So its core module entered the orbit earlier this year, with the space station expected to be operational by the year 2022. Now apart from it, since the trade between India and Bhutan rose from $484 million in the year 2014 to 15 to $1,083 million in 2020 to 21. That's why now India and Bhutan will have 7 additional entry and exit points for trade as part of measures to increase the trade connectivity. Okay. Also in the previous lecture we have seen that China has successfully launched 3 new remote sensing satellites belonging to the Yaogan 35 family, and they were launched by a Long March 2D carrier rocket. Also, the Australian Space Agency has announced the plans to send an Australian-made rover to the moon by the year 2026 under a deal with NASA, and this will collect high-resolution data and information on the physical and chemical composition of lunar dust, soil and rocks with the goal of finding the water there. Okay. Question number 4. Lakhimpur Kheri, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which state? First of all, why it was in news? Because recently the Supreme Court has expressed dissatisfaction over the investigation in the cases relating to the incidents that happened in Lakhimpur Kheri on 3rd of October. And the court also proposed to appoint a retired judge to oversee the probe till the charge sheet is filed. And already we have talked about this incident. 8 people, including the 4 farmers, were killed in violence during a farmers' protest in Lakhimpur Kheri, and Justice Hima Kohli has suggested the names of retired judge as Justice Ranjit Singh from Punjab and Haryana High Court and J. Rakesh Kumar Jain. Okay, so your correct answer is option number B. Now apart from it, few days back we have seen that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched Pradhan Mantri Atmanirbhar Swasth Bharat Yojana in Varanasi, and the scheme aims to strengthen the healthcare infrastructure across the country to fill the critical gaps in public health infrastructure, especially in critical care facilities and primary care in rural and urban both areas. Okay. Also, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to inaugurate Kushinagar International Airport in Uttar Pradesh, which is aimed to boost tourism on Buddhist circuit. Okay. So at present, 2 international airports are operational in UP. First is Chaudhry Charan Singh International Airport in Lucknow, and second is Lal Bahadur Shastri International Airport in Varanasi. Fine. Question number 5. Who won the Padma Vibhushan 2020 award under the Public Affairs category? So the Padma Awards were conferred on 119 recipients in 2021, as the ceremony to honor the awardees could not be held in 2020 due to COVID-19 pandemic. And the list comprises 7 Padma Vibhushan, 10 Padma Bhushan and 102 Padma Shri awardees. And the list of awardees include 29 women and 1 trans person. So former Japanese Prime Minister Mr. Shinzo Abe was selected under the public affairs category. Now apart from it, the government of Japan has proposed to create a scheme for subsidizing construction of domestic chip factories. And the government has created a pool of funds at NEDO, which is an institution for promoting research and development in Japan, which would be used for providing this subsidy. Okay? You have to tell me what does this acronym stands for. Please write your answers in the comments. Now, a few days back we have seen that Japan has also announced a stimulus plan under which the country will spend 2 trillion yen, or you can say $18 billion on cash payments to the households with children under the age of 18 years, regardless of their household income. And this is aimed to tackle the impact of COVID-19 pandemic in Japan. Okay. Also earlier we have seen that Mr. Rajnikant has recently been conferred with 51st Dada Saheb Phalke Award for his outstanding contribution in Indian cinema. Then a Tamil movie named as Kuzangal has been selected as India's official entry for 94th Academy Awards. Then 2 entrepreneurs from Assam have been chosen as Winners Zero Waste Cities Challenge, and it was launched by Waste Aid to find entrepreneurs with innovative business ideas that can help in reducing or recycling the waste and create green employment. Okay. Question number 6. Which bank's research department released an assessment of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana and reduced crimes? So as per the SBI's Economic Research Department, states with higher Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana account balances have seen a noticeable decline in crime. And the department also observed that there is both statistically and economically significant drop in consumption of intoxicants such as alcohol and tobacco products in such states. Okay. Now apart from it, recently SBI has also launched the first video live certificate service for the pensioners, and this new facility will allow the pensioners to submit their life certificates through videos from their home itself. And as per the SBI, this facility is available only for the pensioners, and the spouse of the pensioner who is receiving a pension will not be allowed to use this facility. And the process of this video life certificate is totally paperless and also available free of cost. Okay. Now apart from it, RBI joined the central banks and supervisors network for greening the financial system as a member on 23rd of April 2021. And recently RBI has published its statement of commitment to support greening India's financial system, that is NGFS, and on the occasion of COP26, NGFS agreed to contribute to meet the objectives of Paris Agreement. Fine. Question number 7. Zulfikar 1400 is the annual war game of which country? So Iran's military began its annual war games in a coastal area of Gulf of Oman, and this war game have been started at a time amid tensions between Iran and US in the wake of former President Donald Trump's withdrawal of America from Iran's 2015 nuclear deal. So fighter jets, helicopters, military aircraft, submarines and drones were also expected to take part in the drill. Now apart from it, the Indo-Tibetan Border Police has taken a decision to deploy its specialized engineering wing for constructing roads and food tracks along the LAC. So this aims to speed up connectivity projects with its post in Ladakh and Arunachal Pradesh. And the decision has been approved by Union Home Ministry, and this comes amid a military standoff with China in the eastern Ladakh region. Now apart from it, a robotics and drone company has claimed that it has conducted the longest drone flight of 51 kilometers in India. And this flight of Omni Hans V5 was undertaken to survey the pipeline of HPCL, that is Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited in Haryana. And the entire flight was fully autonomous and it can take off and land like a helicopter without a runway. So this drone is called Hybrid Fixed Wing VTOL, that is Vertical Takeoff and Landing Drone. Okay. Question number 8. Which tennis player won his 6th Paris Masters title in 2021? So ace tennis player Novak Djokovic won his 6th Paris Masters title by defeating his Russian counterpart Daniil Medvedev in the finals. And Djokovic is a Serbian player and he is guaranteed to secure this year's world #1 spot for a record 7th time. Also do remember that 2 months ago, Medvedev denied Djokovic record breaking the 21st Grand Slam men's singles title. Fine. Now apart from it, Sankalp Gupta from Nagpur, who is just 18 years old, has become the 71st Grandmaster of India, and he achieved this feat after completing 3rd and final norm at the GM Ask 3-round robin event. So these norms were acquired by Sankalp Gupta in a record time of 24 days by playing 3 back-to-back tournaments. Fine. Now apart from it, the Billie Jean King Cup is an international women's tennis competition launched in 1963 to celebrate 50th anniversary of International Tennis Federation. And in this year's tournament that was held at Prague, Russian team has defeated the Switzerland to win the maiden Billie Jean King Cup. At the same time, Switzerland has alleged that Russians have replaced the players against the game rules. Fine. Now can you tell me who are Kushagra Rawat, who belongs to Delhi, and Sri Hari Nataraj belonging to Karnataka? Both of them were in news. Why? So basically you have to tell with which sport they are associated with. Please write your answers in the comments. Question number 9. End of Life Choice Act has come into effect in which country? So the government of New Zealand has enacted the End of Life Choice Act, and it has come into effect after 2/3 of New Zealanders voted in favor of it in a referendum. So as per this act, a person affected with terminal illness can ask for assisted dying if there is a likely chance of death within 6 months and that the person is competent to make an informed decision. Okay. Now apart from it, the capital of UAE, Abu Dhabi, has issued new rules governing divorce, inheritance and child custody for non-Muslims in the city. Also, Abu Dhabi is set to create a new court to handle these cases, which will be held in Arabic and English to be better understood by the kingdom's foreign worker population. Okay. Now apart from it, PHDCCI, that is PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, is a chamber established in 1905, and recently it has released Economy GPS Index. So the latest Economy GPS Index for October 2021 stood at 131 as compared to 113.1 in September month. So the chamber has stated that Indian economy has gained momentum on account of vaccinations, festival seasons and improvement in industry sentiments. Now coming to last question, tissue culture based seed potato rules has been approved by the cabinet of which Indian state? So the cabinet of Punjab has given approval to the Punjab tissue culture based seed potato rules of 2021, and it aims to develop Punjab as a standard potato seed center. And obviously this is expected to boost potato cultivation in the state. So now with these rules, Punjab will be the very first state in the country to have the facility of tissue culture based certification. Also the cabinet approved amending the Punjab Learning of Punjabi and Other Languages Act 2008 to implement Punjabi as a compulsory subject up to class 10. Okay. Now apart from it, Punjab is set to commence the census of Indus River dolphin Actually, this is classified as endangered by IUCN, and in the year 2019, Indus River dolphin was declared as State Aquatic Animal of Punjab. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nusrat Sana signing off.